Greetings, my beautiful black people. Welcome back to Black Truth Serum. I am your humble host, Black Ass Kafani. Well, we got a new old white man in office that everybody's expecting to change our life. And let's see what happened. You heard him when he said, yo, black people, you've always had my back. You have my back. I'm going to have yours. Look, man, we got to hold him accountable to that. So everybody wanted Trump out of there. He's out now. So let's see what this cat going to do. I mean, I said it before, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris did a lot of damage to the black community. They did. But people can evolve because, like Malcolm X said, if you're the same person at 50 than you were at 20, then you just wasted 30 years of your life. So people can evolve, people can change. So I'm not going to just hold that against them. But at the same time, I'm just not going to let people forget that they did a lot of, fucked up shit to us. And we shouldn't forget that shit either. So we got to hold them to task, man. The time is now. Like, this is the most votes that a presidential candidate got in the history of this nation. Black people stepped up. And other people stepped up, and we know the racist, white supremacists are mad, the closet racists are mad. So, I don't know. Let's see what happens next. I'm not hopeful. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not hopeful. I'm hopeful, but I'm not, I don't know. I don't know. To me, I think it's just business as usual. We got one out, got another one in. They ain't done anything for us. I think they'll do something for the immigrants, like they always do. The agents who don't even vote, they'll do something for them. They'll do something for, just like they tried to pass the new affirmative action to try to bring that back. They didn't. It didn't pass. And the agents are happy it didn't pass because they make up 70% of the UC colleges, and that would have took some of them out and let more black people in. Agents don't want that. So that didn't pass. Trying to rectify and trying to bring a little more racial equality. And in doing so, the agents say, well, that would hurt us. Well, it would help us. It would even out the playing field. And, they don't want that. Nobody, like I say, nobody likes black people, including a lot of us. But we got this new cat in office, and, he's talking a good game. Kamala's talking a good game. So, we're going to see what happens. I've had conversations with a few cats, and, gonna try to come together and start some programs and, just do our part, and trying to generate some what's that? Generational wealth. Trying to generate some generational wealth for, for our people and our families. So we're gonna see how that go. I got a few things that's going, and talking about a few things with my fam. I wanted to say something. Getting off the subject for a minute. I met a few of my friends at this fish place. They was at a fish place, so I pulled up there. We were waiting for them to get their food, and the conversation just kind of broke out. And just people talking about what's going on with the pandemic and society in general, and us as a black community. And we were just talking. And it was a guy, an older guy, like an older sister, she kind of chimed in, the other sister chimed in, and an older brother, he wasn't really in the conversation. But he kind of he said, hey, if you don't mind, I'd like to give my 2 cents. We were just talking. And he was speaking about his grandmother. He said his grandmother was, he could have been in his late 50s, early 60s, but he said his grandmother, I don't know how it couldn't be his mother. Maybe, I don't know, I think he could have sworn he said his grandmother was 96. Oh yeah, I think he said when she passed away. I think he said his grandma, she was 96. And he said, and I said, 96. I said, so that means her grandmother was a slave. And he said, no, she was a slave. I said, no, brother, her grandmother was a slave, but not her. He said, no, she was. So I say that to say that, we don't even know our history. Like I told him, I said, no, well, she could have been a slave, black man, because slavery was abolished in 1863, and the last slave it was abolished in 1863, but the last slaves weren't freed until 1865, June 19th, in Galveston, Texas, I believe. And that's why we celebrate Juneteenth, because it was June 19th, the last, when the slaves didn't even know that, you know, they were free until they came and said, hey, you know, you guys are free, man. So they did extra work for like 2 years. But that's beside the point. He didn't even know that. And I'm not even trying to put the brother down. He was an older brother. I just say that to say that we don't even know our history, man. And there was another sister that was like saying something similar, like, oh yeah, they was a slave. I'm like, dog, you think just because they were old, 100 years old, lived to be 100 or something, that don't mean they were slaves. I said, unless your grandmother is 156 years old, then she wasn't a slave. Because slavery ended 155 years ago. And you said your grandmother was 96. No, brother, I wouldn't make her no slave. I'd make her grandmother one. You know what I mean? But not her. You know? Just like my great-grandmother's, my great-grandmother's grandmother, or probably my great-grandmother's mother, was a slave. It doesn't go that far back. But, you know, I know a lot of cats say, man, you know, that ain't gonna put no money in my pocket, but they will. Look, it'll put some wealth in your pocket, and I don't mean like financial wealth. It'll put some emotional wealth. It'll put some knowledgeable wealth. It'll put some spiritual wealth in your pocket. Because if you get that knowledge of self, if you know where you come from, knowledge of self and others, you won't be so quick to turn your nose up to your brother. You won't be so quick to not spend your money with your brother. You won't be so quick to look at your sister crazy and hate on your sister and try to stun on your sister. We just need to learn who we are, man, so we can come together. Because every other nationality is coming together but us. We need to come together. The Asians don't even vote because they practice group economics, so they don't really have to vote. Some of them do, but for the most part they don't, because they practice group economics. Latinos vote, but they practice group economics. Everybody practice group economics but us. And of course, I'm not going to even go into that. I know y'all tired of hearing me say it, because nobody has a history that we have in this country. But we have to, at some point, man, we can't keep saying, you know, using that. We got to wake up, man. We're going to have to start practicing group economics. You guys got the president that you wanted. So what are we going to do? We gonna just wait for this white man to try to save us, or we gonna do our part? Are we gonna clean up our communities? Are we gonna teach our children knowledge of self? Are we gonna still have our young kids walk around there with these pants hanging up under their ass? Our young girls twerking and blowing bud in their kids' face, and letting their kids smoke weed, doing all this stupid ass embarrassing shit that we do as a people? Or are we gonna step up, man, and be the kings and queens that we are, man, and stop being the laughing stock? You feel me? Everybody do their part. I'm sick and tired of looking at my people like, man, and just getting embarrassed and doing shit and making us cringe when everybody else is flourishing. And we spend more money than anybody, so it shouldn't be that. So I'm gonna get off here, man. I just want to get on here and say that we got, you guys, hey, we got this guy up in here. We gotta hold him to task, man, because he's 70-something years old, 78, and we don't know how long he's gonna be around. So, if he go, then it's gonna be Kamala. So we got to hold them both to task. We can't just get them in here and say, okay, now, Mr. White Man, save us. Nah. We got you in there. The black vote got you in there. So what are you going to do for us? I don't want to hear about a rising tide lifts all boats. I don't want to hear that. What are you going to do specifically for the black community? What are you going to do for us? Yeah, we're going to help ourselves, but what are you going to do? We built this country, man. Give us a check. Give us what we deserve, man. Word is bond. The time is now. I'm tired of working. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of talking about it. Let's get it, man. And we're gonna do our part on our end. But I'll be damned if we're gonna go through another 4 to 8 more years waiting for somebody else to save us. Break us off right now. Put together a plan. Listen to Ice Cube. Listen to some other cats. We do our part. We practice group economics. Stop hating on each other. Stop killing each other. Coming together and see everybody be happy when you see your brother or your sister eat, and not be hating on them. So anyway, I'm gonna step out and get some air, man, because I've been in the house all day. But I'm gonna holler at y'all soon, man. Black Truth Serum. If you like my content, please subscribe, like and subscribe, and share it if you want to. Appreciate that. I'll be coming with my shirts and stuff like that real soon. I'm trying to find me a silk screener. So, that can do my, that can take care of my business. But anyway, yeah, so good evening. Peace to my people. Love you all. Stay up. Peace.